guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me Kagam. Today we're going to do something completely different for this channel. We're going to talk about other brands that I don't talk about enough. I really need to get out of that YouTube luxe obsession of only talking about LV, Chanel, Dior and Hermes, and I completely know. I can't wait to show you some beautiful bags. I'll link in the description below. They're just standard links to their website. I think you guys are gonna love it. Please talk with me in the premiere, okay? Talk to me. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. I know I've posted a lot this week. I've just been so excited. There's so many things I want to tell you about. I cannot wait to show you these bags, and I have a reason why I've chosen all of these brands, so I hope that you stick all the way until the end and that we talk in the premiere. The first bag I want to talk about is the V Sling bag from Valentino. Valentino is interesting because I feel like obviously this is a huge gilded name in the fashion industry, but I do think that since Maria Grazia moved to Dior, I do think things have changed a little bit at Valentino. I'm not crazy about what she's doing at Dior, to be honest, if I'm honest with you. I don't love everything that she's doing, but I do think that what's going on at Valentino at the moment is kind of up and down. I know a lot of people criticize the rock studs with them, but I do think the V-sling is really nice. I like the V-sling in that kind of super ultra matte. I think that's where it looks amazing and gorgeous. I don't know what you guys think of the V-sling. I thought you'd be interested in this one. I think it's just a little bit different. It's not like obviously the rock stud, but I think it's different. I think it's very discreet. And I also think it would make a really nice luxury gift for someone who loves luxury bags but wants to stand out a little bit. The next bags I'm obsessed with are the new bags from Fendi. These are these groovy, psychedelic looking bags. I feel like I should be in the Austin Powers movie with Beyonce and Mike Myers. I just absolutely love these bags. I think they're just, I don't know, I just love them. I think they're so unique and different. When I first saw them, I was kind of like, Silvia Venturini, what are you doing? What are these? These look weird. It looks super psychedelic and they kind of really capture your attention and they can kind of make you feel a little bit hypnotized, but I actually love them. I think they're so unique and different, and I think that well, actually no, I don't think, I know Fendi have just opened a boot. I think it's the Fendi Cafe in Miami, and it has this psychedelic groovy theme as well in the caf, and I was like, okay, obviously that is to go with the launch of these new bags. What do you think of these bags? I feel like these bags are going to be a massive hit on Instagram. They're so Instagrammable, just like the print and the way they look. Obviously the pricing is Fendi pricing. It is what it is. Everything will be linked below, so you can look at the prices below if you want. I love them. I just think they're unique and different. There's some misinformation concerning Fendi, and I think I just wanted to set something straight. Some people think that Venturini is no longer involved. She's absolutely involved in the creation of the bags and the accessories. Kim Jones is doing everything else, basically, like women's wear. And I don't know, I think I have to say credit to Silvia Venturini, because she really is credited with creating the first it bag, which was the Fendi baguette. This isn't up for debate, okay? The Chanel reissue is not an it bag. The real first it bag was the Fendi baguette. It was in the Sex and the City TV series, and it's amazing how this bag is decades old and it's still a very hot bag and it's still highly coveted. I love these new bags. I'm so excited by what's going on at Fendi at the moment. They also launched an interiors line, and yeah, just love everything that they're doing. I would love to know what you think of these bags. Will you be purchasing? I think they're so unique and different, but I also feel hypnotized just looking at them, so I'm not too sure about that, but I love them all the same. The next bags I'm obsessed with, I think you guys need to check out, are from a designer called Brandon Blackwood. He's actually a Jamaican designer, which is so dope, and he's based in New York. So he made these bags. He makes bags in all different types of colors. I'm just so glad to see color. Look, guys, I know those of you who love neutrals, don't get me wrong, I'm just so excited to see color again. And there's so many different types of colors. He has some super bright ones, and he has some more kind of muted tones. And then he has this amazing leopard print trunk bag. I love this bag. It is so well priced. All of his bags are very well priced. I feel like when it comes to newer designers like Brandon Blackwood and Telfa, etc., I think what happens is a lot of people feel well, Why should I spend money, paying for a newer designer? Why should I spend like $400, $500 buying from a new designer? I could use that and go buy from a heritage house. I do think it's important to support like younger designers in the game, but I do think it's really interesting. I remember watching an interview by this woman who used to date Meek Mill. She's called Milano, and she has a fashion clothing line. She was talking about her clothing line in the interview, and in the comments, people were going off. Okay, I mentioned this in the previous video, but it's relevant here as well. People were going off on her, and someone was like, "Girl, I'm not spending $500 buying your raincoat." Okay, and someone like responded like, "Okay, but you spend $500 at Gucci," and the person was like, "So what? It's my choice." And I agree. Fundamentally, it is your choice, but I do think we need to make an effort to find like younger designers out there, designers of different ethnic backgrounds. I do think that's really important to support them as well, particularly if the bags are good. From what I'm seeing of Brandon Blackwell's Instagram, he's very popular with celebrities. Lots of reality TV stars have his bags and stuff. The bags, you cannot beat the prices of these bags. I think they're the most affordable bags I'm going to mention in this video. So I thought that you guys would be interested, and I would love to know what you think of his bags. Oh my goodness, this bag from Ferragamo is one of my personal favorites, like for the year. I believe it's called the Vara bag. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope it's Vara. This bag is so cute. I love it in this blush pink. I love this bag. I'm gonna talk about Ferragamo tomorrow in my Q&A video, because some of you were asking about which luxury products I've actually had. And I have had something from Ferragamo in the past, and I think the quality of this house is amazing. I believe the Ferragamo family are still the majority shareholders of the business itself, which I think is worth mentioning, so I think that's pretty cool. I love this bag so much. I love this bow. I love everything about this bag. I think it's so elegant. I think for those of you who are into the very minimalistic look and you don't like logos, this is the bag for you. Like, I love this piece. I think it's really great. And I think considering it's Ferragamo and it's a luxury brand, I think the price is pretty decent as well. You guys, Versace's bags at the moment are so exciting when it comes to La Medusa. I'm so excited to see what Donatella has done with these bags. These bags are so popular right now, particularly on Instagram. I'm starting to see more YouTubers unbox them as well. These bags are getting really popular. I'm so happy to see a total and complete retooling of all of the bags from Versace. I was not a fan of the weird bag with the, I think it's called the Versace bag, the one with that weird V like that. I think the La Medusa, just putting the Medusa at the forefront, I think that is the way to go. And like with Versace, I feel a little bit like protective over Versace, because a few weeks ago, one of their videos came recommended to me. I think it was from a catwalk show from God knows when. And people were commenting saying, "Oh, we feel like the new Versace monogram looks like a Fendi monogram. Like, maybe Donatella should retire and someone else should be that." I was like, oh my God, like I had to go and respond to someone on the comments. I was like, please, this woman, okay, was bereaved. She lost her brother in a horrific, tragic thing that happened. And she rose like a phoenix from the ashes to take control of her brother's dream, okay, and make Versace what it is today. God rest his soul, but Gianni has been dead for like more than 20 years, which is crazy, when you think about it. And Donatella is the reason why Versace is still ticking along and doing really great. And in fact, they just released their results because now it's part of Capri Holdings, which also owns Michael Kors. Versace is doing very, very well because of her. So I was like, I'm gonna need you to be quiet, okay? And the person replied like, oh my God, I didn't know Donatella had stans. I was like, Donatella has people who recognize her power and also her own artistry. Obviously, Gianni, is an icon and he did so much for fashion. But let's be honest, Versace is where it is today because of her, and that's a fact. So I just want us to be like clear about that. But anyway, I love the La Medusa bag. Some of you have said that the like chain is weird and plasticky. Okay, I can't vouch. I haven't seen what they look like in real life, but I do love those like the super matte ones. So where the La Medusa is the same color as the leather or as the bag itself. I think those are very chic. I think they're very stylish. I know many people don't like Versace's like super, super loud logos. I feel like those super matte Medusa bags are the response to that. I would love to know what you think of these bags. I think they're an absolute buy, and they're also on my wish list this year. Balenciaga is making huge changes to their business. They're actually going back to haute couture for the first time in 53 years. This was announced, I think, earlier this month. When I saw this, I was like, shocked, okay? But Let's see what Demna Vasalia can do. I'm very excited to see what the Balenciaga haute couture looks are going to be. That was actually Cristobal Balenciaga's thing himself. I think one of the biggest critiques about Balenciaga is like, Cristobal Balenciaga himself, would he recognize the line today? I don't really think that's the point. I think, Cristobal Balenciaga, God rest him, I'm sure he's like, wow, my name is still relevant. People still talking about me. That's a win. I love the hourglass bag. I know this bag is like, some people hate this bag. Now, when this bag first came out, I was like, I don't really understand this bag. And then it dawned on me, each iteration of this bag, I was digging it and digging it. It's also now on my wish list. And I think I might actually make a new wish list video because there are tons of new things that I want to buy. But it is so sculptural and architectural. It actually looks like, it kind of, I don't know, there's something about it that's kind of Art Deco. It kind of reminds me of the Chrysler Building in New York, which is one of my favorite like buildings in the whole world. There's something kind of Art Deco-ish about it. I think it's like the clasp of the bag itself. I was watching Waka Flocka. Well, no, that's not how I pronounce his name. God, my pronunciation today. Waka Flocka's reality show with his wife Tammy Rivera on WeTV, and she actually has the red Balenciaga hourglass. And in just one of the scenes, she's like opening the bag. This bag is beautiful and sick, well priced as well. I also feel like this bag takes on a different personality in the different colors that it's in. I am loving the hourglass part of the Gucci Aria collection, but I am buying the Gucci Dionysus Super Mini, and the hourglass is going to come in that GG Supreme canvas, which is the one that I want for the Dionysus Super Mini. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I'm not going to buy the Gucci hourglass bag. That's like a cross with Balenciaga. I can't promise that, you guys, because I just think it's so great. I would love to know what you think of the Balenciaga hourglass. Make sure that you tell me. I just think it's very unique and different. And I think for those of you who actually want to stand out, some of you say, oh, LV is so basic and I'm tired of all these typical logos like Chanel. I do think that this is a bag that will make you look unique and very different, particularly if you get it in a brighter color. I just think it's very, I don't know, I just think it's just so vibrant and very unique as well. The next bag I want to talk about that I love so much and I think is very unique is the YSL Sunset bag. I think when it comes to Saint Laurent, a lot of people like the Lulu bag, and that's cool. But I just think the Sunset is super elegant. I think it's so chic. And I actually feel like if you're someone who likes those bags that not everyone has, I think this is definitely a bag to buy. I used to see a lot of versions of it on Selfridge's website. So I'll put some up on the screen that I like as well, so you can have a look. I love this bag. I think it's really great. I think it's perfect for those like date nights, and I think it's great for going out. I also think it's fine to take this bag and put it in like a larger bag. That's like my thing, like taking a bag and putting it in my larger work bag. I love the Sunset. I think it's great. And I feel like when it comes to Saint Laurent don't have like, it bags, as it were. And I mean, I don't know how people feel about that. I feel like Saint Laurent used to be just, I think it's still a huge brand, don't get me wrong. But in terms of like the zeitgeist right now, you don't really hear people talking about Saint Laurent all the time like the way they used to. But I think the Sunset bag is just very elegant. I think it's very chic. I think if you're one of these like luxury minimalists, I think this is the bag for you. I think that logo, you can't go wrong with the YSL logo. It's never going to go out of style. Yeah, I just love everything about it. Okay, so the wild card, the luxury designer that I want to mention is actually a Tanzanian designer. She's called Doreen Mashika. She makes these luxury bags. She actually has a store in Zanzibar, and she became really famous. She was even featured in Vogue a few years ago. She became really famous when she took like like the shape of the reissue, the Chanel obviously reissue. She took the shape and the style of the reissue and she made like an African print version of that. That was like her thing a few years ago. So if I can find her bags online and throw them up on the screen, I will. If you guys are interested in hearing more about African luxury designers, I can definitely mention them in videos if that's something you're interested in. I thought you guys would be interested in her. She has a boutique in Zanzibar City. It's actually like near the Park Hyatt Hotel. Mention the products that she makes and the bags specifically, if you guys are interested. I don't know her personally, I don't get any benefit from mentioning her, but I do think that the way she took like the classic reissue, gosh, what is wrong with me today, the reissue from Chanel, the design, and then she flipped it on its head with like traditional African prints and traditional African like fabrics and stuff. I just think that's very dope. It's very unique. And I don't know, I really, really like that. So I thought you guys would like it as well. Okay, you guys, so that is the end of this video. I'm trying out new formats. Some of you said you liked my short and sweet videos. Some of you said that you prefer the longer videos. So the jury's out. I'll be doing a mixture of both to make sure that everyone is equally represented. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow because there is a huge thing happening in the world of luxury when it comes to Chanel. I am so shocked. Like, I almost want to tell you right now, but I'm saving it for tomorrow's video, and then I'm going to answer your questions. And I'm so grateful. So many of you answered me questions, like asked me questions, I beg your pardon. Because my husband was like, oh my God, what if no one asked questions? I was like, I know, that'll be so cringe and so embarrassing. But thankfully, many of you asked me questions. So I have a lot of questions to answer tomorrow. I can't wait to see you guys in tomorrow's video. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Let me know what you think of the bags. What do you guys think of the bags that I've chosen, the houses that I've chosen? What do you think of Doreen Mashika's work? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you in my next video.